Yeah, for everybody watching, good evening. Hi James, sorry, it's going to be 40 seconds until it starts. No, that's not raining, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's just normal, but it could be, yeah, just a couple of seconds will be starting. Mate. Sorry, I had no thought there. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Spa. It's Spa. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Spa lovers. It's round 6 of the ACR Earth Tour, and it's Spa. Did somebody say Spa? Joining me tonight, as always, will be Kane.
Good evening.
As we take you through all the action from this unbelievably close competition here at the pinnacle of modern day racing. It's Belgian biscuits at the ready as the drivers prepare to take on Spa in a 45-minute race. Of course, as mentioned, joining me for the ACR action, as always, it is the man from down under, Ned Kelly's favourite sidekick. It's Kane Denham. How are we doing, Kane?
Good evening, everyone. Thank you. Massive hello again to everyone tuning in tonight. As you can hear in the excitement of my co-commentator's voice, it's heating up here in the championship, and to stoke that fire is, of course, Spa. Another 45 minutes run out with the mandatory pit stop to contend with. After 5 rounds of racing, it's so close at the top, and only 13 points separating the top 3, John.
Yes, indeed. Mario Sersico and Leon Seeley, 213 points, 208 points and 200 points respectively. It means this championship title is already well and truly up for grabs. Given a breakdown of their finishes as well, where we see that Leon is the only driver to finish in the top 10 in all the races so far. Mario's had a 14th and Sersico has had a 16th. And Leon, he is in third at the moment, and you look at Sersico, he's in second. He's actually had more race wins than anyone else this season. In fact, he's had 2 more than our championship leader. But let's not forget Albie. He's only raced in 3 races so far, 110 points, because he only joined the championship 3 races. He's got an average of 36 points per race. That's only 4 down on third place, Kane. The top of the table is heating up in the middle. It's just as close.
Yeah, that's exactly right, John. And that midfield battle's where I'll be watching tonight. Marku V and Cheese Monkey on 102 points each, and both need great results to keep their charge to the top 5 on the way. Another one to watch is Guna Rob, down in 12th place at the moment. Majority of his finishes have been in the top 10, but a couple of unfortunate Mount Panorama result and a DNF at Mazzano has him well below predicted points so far through the season. So definitely one to watch there. And just to add a couple more names to the mix there, John, we've got some new name, Unforgiven in a BMW, currently very, very quick on track. And who else do we have? The LPS De Silva only made 1 race last week in 11th. Also showed some pace out there early on this morning.
Yeah, and moment he's only half a second. This man is definitely getting camera time. He's in a Ferrari at Spa. He's on the front row of the grid at the moment with only a minute 30 left to go. Of course, still some very quick drivers. Here we go, see what I did there. Lightning. Okay, then never mind. He is in 4th at the minute in qualifying, currently sitting in 10th in that McLaren overall in the championship. Of course, everyone's favourite Bentley driver, Ferencváros, is joining us as well. He is in 11th at the moment, and there is Kane's one to watch. That's Gunnar Robb, never to be counted out. We've got Intrepid joining us as well in 13th in the championship with Woodster, Jack Nicholas, Original Civi in 14th, 15th and 16th, and Colonel Roulette as well. DNS the last 2 races, so not really a great points reflection on what he's capable of, I would say. 17th in the championship, and of course De Silva raced last week for the first time. And he finds himself on the front row of the grid here at Spa. 7 kilometres, 19 corners long. Built in 1921, was 14 kilometres when it was originally built. It's been changed 15 times. Most of the changes taking place at bus stop Radiano Rouge, and of course Source. It is one of the classic race circuits beloved by drivers and spectators alike, where today the true essence of speed can be explored in spectacular style on a safe and modern facility. However, it hasn't always been like this in its original incarnation. Spa was a circuit truly to be feared, as it posed dangers almost like no other. Fast straights, sweeping corners and unpredictable weather could combine to create a lethal combination, and it very often did until all those changes took place. One of the real dangers that the drivers have to face in this race, Kane, is the pit stops. They are lengthy.
Yes, exactly right, John. There's a massive long pit stop here at Spa. Adds a massive 69% lap loss to your pit time here. So a good chunk of your lap time there spent in the pits while everybody passes around you. So get it wrong in the pit stop and it's going to cost you even more time that you do not need this evening.
No, you certainly do not. You certainly do not. And I apologise to Kane. I've put the wrong things in there because the guys don't actually have to change tyres. So the pit stop time will actually be 58 seconds, I believe. Because they're not changing tyres. I don't know why I put that information, Kane. Probably just to confuse you at this time of the morning. You know how friendly I am like that. But the drivers, will they be friendly on track? We've got 17 of them. We have the vast majority of them in the pits. We're on board with Leon Seeley, one of our championship protagonists, currently the man in third position. And consistency says he is the man to watch. Like I say, Sir Psycho and Mario, both finishing well outside the top 10 in a race each, still find themselves on the top row of the grid though. Sir Psycho, no qualifying time.
Yeah, John, just looking down through the table, there's Albie and... No, I'm going to stop there. There was another one that had lacked qualifying time to begin with. Just looking through the pace there, John, 2:18.7 from Mario in that Lamborghini. I was just on board with our new BMW driver and did show some split times there. He was actually more than 6/10 up on a lap that he binned it in the qualifying right at the end then. So we definitely know that BMW number 206 has plenty of speed up his sleeve.
Yeah, it really does there. Quick pause for silence as I quickly take note of the qualifying results. So kind of half missed what you were saying there, Ken, but I will give the guys and gals at home a rundown of the qualifying. Oh, quick. Ah, too late, can I? Right, okay, we need to back out. Damn. Right, so I'll give you a rundown. Right, so basically what's just happened there is I can't change drivers, so we're going to miss the start of the race from the front of the race. So Kane, can you stay in and let me know when they're all rolling, please? It is a full formation lap, so we do have plenty of time. Let me entertain you at home with an on-road lap. This is what it looks like from the cockpit of an Audi. This is the start line. Radion Eau Rouge, Kane, absolutely not to be messed with. Of course, it is Eau Rouge, then Radion, named, I believe, after the river it runs over. It's actually a bridge that they go over there.
It actually is, yes. It's a very, very bizarre photo, seeing the bridge run under there.
It is.
A little channel of water. Very unique, obviously, and yeah, like you said, John, very scary part of the track, a very important part of the track too. Gain lots of speed if you can keep your car in between those back lines. But yeah.
Yeah, it certainly is a very, very difficult. As Kane says, keeping it between those lines is very difficult. There are drivers that can. I've done it myself in the Ferrari. Taking it flat out up that hill through that kink left and right. It has certainly been the making and breaking of many a poor racer, sim and real. I've stood on this track, very, very steep hill. Wow, James, really mental. Indeed. It's going good, James. Sorry. Hi everyone in the chat, by the way. Thank you for tuning in. It is ACR Earth Tour. It is, of course, Double O Raven, John Wright and Kane Dinham. Someplace lurking in the background, possibly hiding from the Flying Doctors, flying overhead. Are you still in the server, Kane? Can you see if the guys have started their lap yet?
They have just started rolling, John. I'm on board with P3 right now, so P3's up and away, so it won't be too long before the guys at the back of grid are moving. So Psycho has not managed to press drive, John, so not just starting from the back of the grid at the moment, he's going to start from the pits. So Sir Psycho in that McLaren championship contender is going to be starting from the pits tonight, John.
Yeah, I'm just checking. No incidents that I can see. Which obviously I would know because I'm on the league council, so I vote on them, so you would think I would know, but there is definitely no incidents, so I don't know what's going on there. Sir Cycle starting at the back. This is absolutely... I mean, when I said in my opening little speech that this championship was going to go down to the last race, I didn't realise Sir Cycle was genuinely going to make sure it definitely, absolutely did, because with him starting at the back, oh yeah, this is going to be some fun stuff, Ken. I mean, the connotations for the championship, especially when you've got Albie. We mentioned Albie, 36 points a race. He is a massive. If he can hit that average in this race, I'll tell you what, it's absolutely game on between him and Sir Cycle for a top 3 position.
Absolutely, absolutely. And don't forget, Albie's made all of these positions from the back of the grid, John. I don't think we've seen Albie set a qualifying time so far in this league. So he's doing all of this from the back of the grid. So Psycho's seen that, wants a little piece of that action, and he's going to try the same. It's going to put Mario in the box seat, but because he's starting from pole, and we know how quick that Lamborghini is. He just needs to get out in front and stay there. But yeah, this top 3, John, filled or second and third place, 2 relatively new drivers to the championship here, and right up the pointy end of the table.
Yeah, they really are at the sharp end of the grid. It's great to see new drivers at the front end of the grid putting the challenge in there. It's also great to see new cars. That is in third place, ladies and gentlemen at home. That's a BMW. No, genuinely, that is actually a BMW on ACC, and it is
they are in the game.
They are in the game.
Very.
They do exist. They do exist. We don't just go to the Nürburgring. Oh, and I've jumped past the camera. There we go. How beautiful is that? What is there anything better than Spa and a Ferrari? You don't need to answer that, Ken. It's completely rhetorical for once. Let's delete that in green. Stop. No. Stop typing. No. Can't see it. No. Definitely best thing ever. Spa and a Ferrari. I might even race this later from a hot tub. Get it? Yeah, okay, sorry. Give me some predictions, Kane. We're seeing Sir Cycle starting from the pitch. We're seeing Albie start from the back. We've got Mario starting up at the front again. He is very quick at the Silva and Unforgiven. The connotations here are huge. How do you see this one playing out here?
It's always up to this start, isn't it? These guys got to get off the line and throw a rouge with relatively cold tyres this first couple of laps now. So guys have just got to keep it patient and keep it on track, really. I'm really looking forward to seeing this BMW and what he can offer these guys up front. It's going to be quite the battle.
Yes, it really is. 45 minutes. One mandatory technical, soul-destroying pit stop. As Kate was saying, it does take 69% of your lap. It's actually the 4th longest that it takes out, but because of the length of the Spa lap, it's actually the longest pit straight on the calendar. For a full tyre change, 95 seconds, over a minute and a half. You could almost do a lap in a Formula 1 car around here. So that just shows you, there's the pit entrance there, and the pit exit is a way around up and on top of Radion. Expect to hear the name Radion a lot. Also the words Stavolo and Blanchimont, also code brown. As they come around. Keep it classy, San Diego. We're about to see them come around. Last Swords, of course, they've just crossed the finish line, but because this is GT3 and we like to do things a little bit differently to those pretend racers in their overhyped Formula 1 cars, the start line is actually facing the bottom of Death Row, aka Eau Rouge, on lap 1. Did actually see Sir Foch today wipe out half a grid on a sim grid, and he was on the front row of the grid, so it just shows you how easy it is to make a mistake through here. We're on board then with De Silva, new to the championship. He's side by side with championship leader Mario. They're about to go under the total sign. We're going to see some green lights, and they are away. Decent start there by all 5 up front. Leon hanging right in there. I tell you what, he's got a great run on that Audi. No idea. Oh, there's a big twitch. There's a big twitch, and somebody's lost a lot of traction. Can't see who it is, but there's a white Audi. Guido Rubber. How did he not get a mention at the start? I was thinking about him today, and I tell you what, he's got a great run. Look at the run he's got. And I tell you want to talk about great runs, Mario is absolutely scalping the field here. I'm sorry to say this, but he absolutely is. Leon Seeley closing. The rest of the field closing massively in the background. Let's return to garage so we can get a quick look down the rest of the field. Or do we want to take our eyes off the battle at the front end? Guido Rubber up 2 places into 3rd with that run. Leon Seeley up to 4th. Unforgiven down into 5th place then, so the BMW not doing as well as we thought on the start. With Lucci making up places, a place up to 6th. Lightning AKA dropping down some places as well. It looks like every car has made it through. What an opening. Oh, and just as we say that, please keep out the barrier. Oh, that's a Mercedes, that's Jack Nodless. Tell you what, he's kept out the barrier. Oh, don't reverse into it now, he has. Well done, well done, well done. So he's going to keep going. Oh, and look how close this is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is a Ferrari sandwich there. And Guido Rubber in the Audi is the fill-in, and I tell you what, that will not be a comfortable place to be. Let's see if we can get some rear view mirror action. Oh, that's the wrong screen. That's the wrong screen. That's the right screen. Okay, keep me right. The excitement is far too much. We're coming through Stavolo for the first time. It's Spa! Squirrel! What an opening from all the drivers making it through the opening lap. The leader is off and running, and we have got an absolute ding-dong battle in the middle here for 2nd and 3rd place between some very quick drivers, and I'll be lurking someplace in the background, Ken.
Yeah, I'll be making moves already, John, down, up from 16th to 12th. Cheese Monkey in 11th right now, as we see another Audi in the background spin, I think.
There. Who was that rejoining? Honestly, people, some of your rejoins are horrendous. I've seen some just terrible ones in the past few days. Stop rejoining if you get, just hold your brakes and let everybody pass. Sorry, Ken, take over.
Yeah, a couple of guys in the pit stop. Lucci in the pit stop. Gunnar Robb, we've seen make that first lap pit stop many times now, so he's getting that over and done with. They'll both come out in some fresh air. So Psycho up into 15th, so looks like he's got 2 positions. A couple of little mistakes in the opening laps there he's capitalised on.
Stream mode engaged. Slipstream, sorry, but Leon Seeley, slipstream. Guido Rubber stays on the inside line, but wow, Leon has got that much pace. He gets the job done for LeCun then. The Audi keeping very, very much in touch then, and Unforgiven, the man who is certainly going to be unforgotten, or going to be forgotten, sorry, got that one totally the wrong way around. Leon Seeley absolutely didn't there, Kane, sorry, jumped all over you once again. I don't know why I waste my time apologising, it's not like I'm ever going to change my ways, but Leon Seeley there abusing the slipstream up through Rouge along Radion, and the Kemmel Straight is where he made that move around the outside after the Audi Guido Rubber tried to defend the line. And Leon then, woof, he has got the bit between his teeth, it is fair to say, Kane.
Yeah, Leon Seeley up 2 positions now, John, was a huge move there. We'll see that plenty throughout the race too. That slipstream up Kemmel Straight, if you get that run through or Rouge and Radion, really does prove the difference getting in that slipstream. So should see more than one pass there, as we see 2 wheels popping off the ground of that BMW. So Unforgiven there really got this thing dialed in, trying to chase those opening pack down. Guido Rubber and Leon Seeley really battling out still there, John. They're going to go almost side by side.
Oh, that's
around
not
Blanchemont.
Yeah, Blanchemont, that's not a place to do it. I was going to mention that in my opening about how that is the place where you'd love to go side by side, but just don't do it because it will end in tears for more than one driver. But yeah, you're right, Unforgiven in the BMW. He lost quite a few places in the opening exchanges, but he's definitely hanging on in there. He's going to give these guys up the front certainly something to think about, just as the Audi. We saw Leon make a move a moment ago, and as soon as I gave Kane the chance to actually finish a sentence, he talked about, oh, and I'll tell you what, there's a bold move. Look, now you see that he came out the slipstream there, so as not to throw his car off going up here through Radio Nose. Oh, and he's run wide, so he's going to have more pace, but that's going to be a big slap on the knuckles from the stewards. And that is another thing we need to talk about, Kane. Very realistically, we are going to be seeing drive-through penalties for track limit abuse, because it's so fucking easy to make a mistake up Eau Rouge and Radion, especially if you're battling in a close pack like this.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And if you don't manage to get out of that slipstream and does throw the car out, it's going to be more than a pit stop penalty that you're going to have to deal with, because the car gets all sorts of unbalanced when it wants to hit a curb, hit anything there, and it's all sorts of trouble. Talking of trouble, Lucci's come in for a pit stop. I've seen that happen. There's not been a pit stop cleared, John. So, little mistake there in the pits there from the Ferrari. Finds himself in 16th and still needing that pit stop to be cleared. So, big loss there from 7th down to 16th already. Marco V has come into the pits also, getting that over and done with early days.
Yeah, actually talking of trouble as well. Sorry, let me just, there's just talking of trouble as well. Hey, Dr. Neil Bender, how you doing?
Good evening, Doc. Perfect, John. Love it.
Perfect timing, mate. Perfect timing. Good to see you, Doc. Thank you for joining in here to see the ACR, of course, Earth Tour. Earth 2. This is the pros. And, oh, BMW on the move. Absolutely, again, slipstream, Kane. You want to talk about slipstream along the Camel Straight? Let's talk about slipstream coming through Stavolo, along Corb, Paul Frere, and into Blanchimont into this last chicane. We just saw an example of it there, and that is Guido Rubber and Unforgiven getting very, very close. And I mean, this course is just all kinds of harem scarum, but that other slipstream zone as well, Kane, that is genuinely a threat to a good lap time, and certainly can be the undoing if you are slightly unbalanced or carrying just a little bit too much speed because of the slipstream through that left-hand kink.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh,
very, very scary. Left head kink, and here we go.
Oh, he's kept out of the wall as well. Sorry, I was breathing deep there in BMW.
Yeah, massive deep breath there. Did get all sorts of loose there. Little bump on the left-hand side of the wall, but managed to stop it from spearing in. I do not know how, but he's going to lose plenty of positions there. And Colonel Rilette in that Lexus up into 5th now, John.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, Colonel Roulette then. You're dying to make a razor joke because it does rhyme with Gillette. He is in the Lexus, a car that Kane knows very well indeed. He is running in 5th. My beloved Ferrari running in 2nd and 3rd. Hashtag just saying. Mario still in the lead of the... I don't know where it comes from, Kane. I honestly don't. Mario is in the lead of the race. He is in a Lamborghini. His championship protagonist has made it up to 10th. There has, of course, been pit stops taken. Gunnar Robb took his on the first lap. Marco Vu not long out. Cow, he is just out the pits as well. Sir Psycho then in 10th at the moment, but it is Leon Seeley who is keeping the charge for the championship alive. He is 13 points behind Mario, and he is 2 places behind at the moment. He'll certainly be looking to try and get past the man in 2nd, but that could be a big ask. The man in the Ferrari, De Silva, only just joined the championship, and he's shown some unbelievable pace here against the rest of this field. Has avoided any incidents early door. He does have a Leon Seeley closing that gap, but certainly no reason to suspect that he will yield any time soon. Running in Mario 2 minutes 19, De Silva 2 minutes 20. Let's see what Leon's got, 2 minutes 21, but he did of course have an overtake in that lap, so that is still a decent lap time. And that is Albie just clocked at 2 minutes 20, so Albie is running the same pace as the drivers in the top 3, and he is already... That's ridiculous, Kane. He is in 6th position already. What? Come on.
So Albie's made up 10 positions in, what would you say, 4 laps, John? 3 laps?
Yep.
Yeah, that's outrageous. Albie, outrageous. Stop it.
Seriously.
Stop it.
It's just, I mean, it's no wonder SOP signed him to the team. Jesus, that was an astute acquisition, I tell you what. Alex Ferguson himself would have been proud of that signing. And Albie is definitely not done for the day, that is for sure. He envisages himself into the top 5. Visualise and attack. That's what it is, isn't it? From Dodgeball. Love a bit of dodgeball. Kieran Clifford, I hope you're watching. We'll be doing dodgeball quotes for the rest of the stream. Just send them over. It's a ball strategy. Let's see how it goes after. But there we go. Yeah, I'll be then in the Lamborghini looking very quick. Conor Let, we've just given him some credit there, running in 5th, but it is Albie that's hunting them down at the moment. He's got Guido Rubber behind him. You can see the pace of these 3 drivers very, very similar. Albie definitely the quicker of the 3. You can see him closing ever so slightly in each corner in that Lamborghini. Got that thing absolutely dialed in. Very little movement on the steering wheel, very little panic, very little kick in. I mean, look how smooth that is. That is absolutely disgusting. Honestly, next you're going to be telling me he's on the keyboard and mouse. Something as ridiculous as that, but yeah, very quick. Let's see. Oh, coming through Stavolo then into the last chicane. He's going to have a lot of pace here, using the slipstream very well indeed. Is he going to make a move into the chicane, or is he going to save it for La Source? It doesn't look like the chicane will be his preferred method of attack on this lap. We've got Guido Rubber just ahead. Oh, gets a very good line into the second part of the chicane. You can see that highlighted beautifully by the fact he is absolutely closing down. Let's see just how close he is. Oh, is he going to go for it in La Source? Oh, absolutely love to see it. He absolutely is. Pops it up the inside. Oofed. Kane.
Gets it done with
Standing
ease,
ovation,
John.
mate. Standing ovation. That's a move right there.
Yeah, definitely not. Very, very quick. Albie, Colonel Roulette doing well just to let him go there, I think. Stay on the back of and capitalise on some slipstream here. Possibly just tag along and try and catch Guido now. Cheese Monkey catching up in the background too, John, in that Mercedes. He started in 10th position, up into 7th.
Nice.
Yeah, after these 4 laps. How many drivers? So we've got 6 drivers made their pit stops already. Farron chose to be the 7th. So a good chunk of the field now, less than 15 minutes gone, already made those pit stops. So let's not hope many of those were for damage, and they are pure strategy only.
Yeah, given the track temperature, you would suggest, well, we didn't see many crashes, so you would hope they're just getting the pit stop out of the way. Of course, with the pit length being as long as it is, the earlier you get in the pit, strangely, the less chance you've got of getting back marked traffic if you can get out and get some clear track in front of you. Because of the length of the race, as you can see, the race leaders lapping in the 2-minute 19s, 2-minute 20s. I don't know if I can get to the 2-minute 20s, never mind do a cheerful race with a tank full of fuel, but such is the alien pace on display from these drivers in the ACR Earth Tour here at Spa. It's round 6, there's only 13 points separating the top 3 drivers, and they're interestingly positioned at the moment. 213 points, and qualification king, it's Mario. 208 points, sorry, I'm right, 208 points. It's Sir Cycle, he's currently tracking in 8th position, and in 3rd place with 200 points, it's Leon Seeley. He's currently sitting in 3rd, so if he can keep ahead of Sir Cycle, this will put pressure on Sir Cycle for the remainder of the season to hold on to 2nd place. And let's not, of course, forget Albie. He's only taken part in 3 races so far, finds himself in 5th in the championship, and he is definitely on track to keep up his average of scoring 36 points per race. If he can keep that up to the end of the season, he will be finely poised, and it could be a case of what was instead of what is, given that he was late to join in the competition. But what an addition he has been. Absolutely electrifying stuff from Albie, starting in 17th position, 16th position. He's now currently in 5th, and I tell you what, you would have to be, yeah, I mean, oh, somebody's missed his brakes. The Lexus there. Conor Roulette then. That was very nearly Lacombe over and out there for the Lexus, Kane. So that is going to be absolute perfection for Albie. Now no longer has to defend, and he is chasing down Guido Rubber and Leon Seeley, who are just ahead of him. Could we see, even with the likes of Guido and Leon ahead of him, are we going to see Albie making it onto the podium, Kane?
It's going to come down to these pit stops, isn't it, John? We know the pace of these guys is rough. They're lapping around the same times at the moment, so they're on track to be finishing right next to each other, really. Still 30 minutes left, so a long time. We know still another 12 to 15 laps around here as Albie gets it a little sideways there, under control again in the Lamborghini. Very much pushing that car right now. Cheese Monkey trying to catch up too after that mistake by Colonel Roulette behind. He's going to be on the charge also.
Also Psycho as well, and it's just dawned on me, Ken, I do apologise, I didn't put the screen share on, so you have no idea what we're looking at. Let me just remedy that for you now. There we go. Do that. Voila. One of these weeks, Ken, I'll get everything right, I promise. But there we go. Sir Psycho then, he is in 8th. So we've got Lucci then, he is in 10th place at the moment. He hasn't taken his pit stop. 7 drivers have, 10 haven't. Lucci is the man in last place out of the drivers that hasn't taken their pit, if that makes sense. I'm sure it definitely does to somebody. Squirrel. Intrepid is in 9th with Sir Psycho, as I mentioned, in 8th. Porsche and the Mercedes. Who's that? Is that? No, it's not Cheese Monkey. Oh, that's Jack Nautilus then. Oh, he's kept out the wall again. Wow. Great use of the accelerator to keep that one out the wall as Intrepid made his way past, avoids the pits this time. Sir Psycho doesn't come into the pits either. He is going to come up the hill. No space bumps for the man in the McLaren, and he's flying along the Kemmel Straight in 8th. Cheese Monkey, as Kane mentioned, he's in 7th and closing in on the battle ahead, which did include Colonel Roulette, but he's been dropped off. He is in 6th as Albie. Man on fire, man on a mission, man on a charge, call it whatever you want. He is on, he's on it all. He's on the ball. He is definitely not missing anything. He has received the call. I don't know, Ken. Don't know. Stop me in my tracks. Far too much coffee before I go live. But Albie in the Lamborghini. He is in 5th. And yeah, you'd have to be pretty stone-faced a bit against him, making it on the podium, even with the likes of Guido Rubber in 4th, Leon Seeley in 3rd. Those are the 2 drivers just ahead of him. So it is Audi and Ferrari that the Lamborghini has to overtake. And then, could we even dream? De Silva is in 2nd. Is he far enough ahead of the ever-charging Albie to hold on to that position? Mario is the man in 1st place, and he's extending that gap ever so subtly. 12.4 seconds, so over a second a lap he is taken out of his main competitors at the moment. So he is off and running, so really it's down to him when he takes his pit stop. Of course, the 45-minute race is a technical pit stop, Kane. The track temperature is sitting at a beautiful 34 degrees, so there certainly won't be too many problems with getting the tyres back up to temperature, but certainly, yeah, if you get that pit entrance wrong or get the timing of it wrong, you could end up coming out in some serious traffic and getting yourself into a lot of trouble.
Yes, absolutely, John. Just watching Unforgiven now, the BMW's just taking his car through the pit stops for had a little spin at the chicane, coming into the chicane, lost a little bit there. Now he's just coming for a run through the pits, going to lose lots and lots of time there, so not too sure what the plan for that was. But yeah, as we've said before,
yeah, he maybe just thinks you've got to just do a drive through the pit sort of thing. I hope he's, the Lamborghini. He's thinking about it. We went looking then. Still in 5th position for the Lamborghini man. Although I tell you what, he's already made up a living, so I don't imagine he will be too unhappy with that. Oh yeah, so Unforgiven is coming to the pits. He's already cleared his pit stop, hasn't he? So do we think that's perhaps just terminal damage maybe? Because, yeah, it was a fairly healthy thump he took at the top of that hill.
Possibly, John. Yeah, just come in and parked it. Had enough for the evening. As Albie still tracking Guido Rubber in front. You can still see Leon Seeley and De Silva just in front of there. So second place still in sight, John. Mario really in a league of his own at the moment. Sets a very fast lap times, only 6/10 off qualifying pace. So that that Lamborghini's going to have plenty of fuel in it, and it's still rocketing around at this track. So Mario well on course to extend his championship lead at this rate. Yeah, almost halfway through the race.
Yeah, and he is definitely going to extend his championship lead if it stays as is. De Silva then is coming under all kinds of pressure then, so it's going to be a two-way battle for 2 podium positions. Leon Seeley has caught up to the back, so it's Ferrari on Ferrari for second place. Looks to take a wider line on the way into La Source. Oh, I tell you what, that's going to be a slap on the wrist, and I tell you what, this is absolutely going to be game on here. So Leon is going to have the slipstream going along the Kemmel Straight, and I'll tell you what, so is Albie. Oh, absolutely flying up there. He is definitely flat out through there. So he is going to close the gap. Who is going to close the gap first? We see how close the cars are. Leon then, not closing as quickly as I thought he would. Guido Rubber is definitely going to be the victim here of a side-by-side. Oh, he's gone back inside again. Wow, forced his way onto the... Oh, tell you what.
We'll have to have a look at that one.
Yeah, if I go to replay, it messes with the camera. I'm going to see it again. I'm not sure why Albie went back to the inside. I'm going to be honest, for me, from what I saw there, Guido defended on the inside line, and then Albie tried to force his way back onto the inside. So, yeah, for me, that's kind of on Albie. I mean, yeah, but yeah, you can only call it as you see it. I'm not sure for replay. I'm sure there will be. I will get a proper look at that end of the stewards box afterwards. If that one gets submitted, let me get back to the right side of the screen, which I think it might be. But yeah, for me, I'm going to have to say I do kind of think that might be on Albie. Kane is looking at the replay, and he's going to give us his Ted Kravitz version of events. What is the verdict from the man down under, Kane?
It's very tight, John, very tight. Guido, there's a little bit of movement there leading into the chicane. Does go to defend and then looks to turn left again. I think that's exactly where Albie has thrown it down the inside. And then, yeah, Guido's... yeah, I'm not going to make a call there. Very, very tight. Very, very fast part of the track. For them guys to keep it in control just before that was amazing enough. But yeah, definitely Guido Rubber not getting the good end of the stick there.
Yeah, no, definitely not. He does have his pit stop to take, and yeah, there we go. I thought he is going to come in and take that now then. So Leon is the man on the charge at the moment. Albie with some free track ahead of him to try and close the gap on the 2 battling drivers just ahead of him, and there we see them coming up the hill one more time along the Kemmel Straight, and Leon is definitely slipstream engaged there. Maybe we would have liked a bit more, but once again, look at that, Kane, side by side, around the outside he's going to go, and yeah, on the defends the inside apex. That is how you drive, Kane.
That is exactly how you get those moves done, John. Up in the second position, Leon Seeley now. He's going to be keeping an eye on those timing boards and see if he can catch up to Mario in that Lamborghini. 2 Ferraris very, very quick in second and third. Albie just behind now. You can see them all in that one frame. Yeah. Very, very close. With how long do we have left?
20 minutes.
20 minutes left.
Bottas and Russell all over again, says James Lee. Did he lose it on contact? That was contact, Doc. Yeah, that was definitely some contact being made there. I would say that's a fairly safe call. I'd imagine we'll, in the steward's office, we'll be having a nosy at that one after the race dock. Let's have a look in the rear view mirror of the Rari. There is Albie then. He is currently in 4th position. Oh, look how close he's getting there. Wow, he is definitely going to get a move done. Up the inside, even the radar popped up on screen. He's absolutely melting it. Is he going to be quick enough to not be side by side through Stavolo? Is one of the drivers going to yield? Are we going to see a massive crash? Albie definitely yielded. Oh, the Ferrari's run wide. Albie has kept it on the track. The Ferrari will get a wrap on the knuckles. Will the Lamborghini try up the inside of the chicane? No, he thinks better of it. Will any of these three drivers come into the pits? The Ferrari of De Silva decides time to get in the pit stops, and it is De Silva we're on board with, so let's just quickly return back to Albie and then hit drive again. Look at that, fabulous. I think I've done this before. Oh, why is it sticking? No, it's not sticking. So there is Albie then, now up to 3rd position, with De Silva taking his pit stop. See Marco Vu there just at the top of the timing board, he's in 14th place. He has also taken his pit, so the drivers, you can see just how much of a lap time they lose with the race leader only 20 seconds behind, but of course with 90 seconds spent in the pits, that means that they're actually 2 minutes a full lap down on the drivers just ahead of them. Such is the time loss in the pit stop. Let's get out. No, wait. There we go. So there's Albie some more. Let's have a run down the field and see where we are. It is the halfway mark of the race. It is that button to do that. And we've got Unforgiven in the BMW. Showed so much promise in the early stages of the race, down in 17th position. Jack Nautilus, 2-time spinner here at Eau Rouge tonight. He is in 16th with Lightning, aka down in 15th after a promising start in qualification as well. There's Marco Vu, he's running in 14th, he's taking his pit stop. So has Berenchaz, aka Mr. Bentley. Gunnar Robb, Kane's one that was before the race, tracking beautifully in 12th. He's also taking his pit stop just ahead of him. Still not taking his pit stop, decides that lap 11 won't be the time either. It is Luce in the Ferrari. Then it's the top 10. Guido Rubber recovered from that contact he made with Albie. He's taking his pit stop. He's back out on track in 10th. 9th is another Ferrari. It is Cow Cow. And there is De Silva. Just out the pits. He's got a Mercedes about to unlap himself. This is an interesting situation. Please don't kill each other. Fantastic stuff, De Silva. Keeping it on track with Jack Nautilus then, as he has just come out of the pits. Both drivers have pitted, of course. De Silva is a lap up on Jack at the moment. Intrepid, he hasn't taken his pits. He is the last of the drivers in the lead group not to have done so in the Porsche, meaning that it's Psycho in 6th. Cheese Monkey is currently in 5th, but that could be changing very, very, very shortly. Leon Seeley is in the pits as well. Oh, and I tell you what, Colonel Roulette has followed him straight in. Albie is not in the pit, neither is Mario. Psycho, don't tell me we've missed that. Cheese Monkey's coming in the pits. Ooh, so there we go then. Leon Seeley, Colonel Roulette and Cheese Monkey all come in the pits. So Psycho's been promoted. He has stayed out. Ooh, this is going to be a fun one to try and figure out, Kane.
Yeah, sure will, John. As the 610 overhead comes over, we mute that one out. So Psycho, we know, stays out on track as long as possible. He's not going to make his pit stop into that final minute or two. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting where De Silva comes out amongst all of this. Those guys, Leon Seeley still moving, Colonel Roulette still moving, Cheese Monkey still moving. So all these cars still moving in the pits, yet to stop. Silva is just coming into the chicane. So we're sure to see these guys get past here.
Yeah, surely. Yeah, Leon's just coming to a stop now, but it should just be a stop and go. So
Seeley's on the move again.
Yeah.
Leon's moving again now, but definitely not going to be fast enough. De Silva still has to make it through Eau Rouge cleanly. He's definitely going to have the run up through Camel Straight. How close is this going to be, John, by the time they make it to To the
Oh,
Coons.
wait there. Wow. So yeah, so De Silva does have the absolute run. Let's get a better camera for this. He's got the run. There's the difference. So there is the difference then. So it
And
looks
Leon
like
Seely staying out in front, so very quick pit stop from Leon. Cheese Monkey jumps a couple of positions there as well. He jumps Colonel in the pits. And Cow Cow on track. Yes, yes, everything's updated perfectly. Awesome.
yeah, no, I can understand why that throws you off because it definitely doesn't do that normally. But what we've got then is De Silva and two commentators reaching for a drink at the same time. We really need to do this on video chat so we can. Oh, Leon! Oh, damn! Yeah,
And De Silva's,
that's not going well, Kane.
yeah, De Silva off as well, John.
Yeah, so Leon De Silva's rear quarter caught the front of Leon's car. Leon's still back on track. There are a whole lot of back markers there, and Colonel Roulette working. Well, technically they're not back markers. This is all battles for position apart from Jack Nautilus. Cow Cow is going to be in the battle, and so is Cheese Monkey as well in that Mercedes. So De Silva then, yeah, definitely a victim of Leon's mistake there, unfortunately. And it's Leon that's got it off and running, although both will have very, very, very warm tyres at this point in time. Oh, and there we go, perfectly highlighted by the rear end slide there. Sorry, on you go, Kane.
Albie's in the pits too now, John. So after that mistake by Leon, he's just come out along the start-finish line. So Albie should, or he's had to reverse. Albie's missed his pit stop here. He's missed the mark. There's been a reverse. He's just off the line now, so surely we'll get past as Leon just comes. I say surely, he's missed, yeah. Gonna be another close one, John. These two are gonna be side by side coming into that end chicane.
Yeah, Lacombe, I think that. Yep, there's Leon just coming into the background. Look, there he is there with the Silva lurking in the background. Let's get some helicam action on the goal then. There it is there. Let's do that and do that. Yes, there you go then. Albie has got ahead of Leon and De Silva in the pit stop, and yeah, we'll see.
And race leader now in the pit stops too, John. So all of these pit stops getting done in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, so how far in the lap are they? Yeah, so that is going to be interesting stuff. 12 minutes left to go then. It is still definitely all to play for up at the front of the field with the race leader in the pits. Their cycle still to no. Their cycle is in the pits now then. Intrepid, the last man to take his pit stop. Where on track is he? Right, so he's just coming into sector 3 now, so he still has to take, sorry, Lucci does as well actually. So Lucci still needs to take his
Lucci's
pit
the
stop.
driver that did come in that hasn't had that cleared properly, so
Okay.
not too sure if there was a glitch there in the game or possibly not getting that car picked up properly. But Lucci has been through the pits once, still showing a pit stop to be made though.
Yeah, indeed. So we're going to see, sorry, fascinating value. I'm just thinking Sir Psycho was at the back of the grid. He's in the pits just now. Albie was ahead of him when he came into the pits, and Albie we know has jumped Leon and De Silva. They've made contact, so they've definitely lost a bit of time as well. How much time have they lost though? Sir Psycho is moving. Mario is of course off and running. Sir Psycho still moving. Albie is coming around the source now, so he still has to get down the hill before he gets to Eau Rouge, and then Radion is... Oh yeah, so that's the cycle. Just stopping now and drop and away. Very, very quick pit stop as always. And yeah, so that is definitely going to be Albie up into second place. Leon Seely and De Silva. This is going to be fun one though, Kane. They could come out right on top of Sir Cycle here. Oh,
absolutely. Oh, and a hold your breath moment as Psycho just tucks in behind there, possibly letting off the gas as those guys full throttle through a Rouge Radion. So Psycho not wanting any part of that. Coming just out of the pits. He'll leave his moves
he's run wide. Yeah,
be
De Silva.
made.
Oh, they've made contact. Oof. So De Silva just tried to do a Leon Seeley there and go round the outside. Oh, they've nearly made contact again. He got the move done, but he ran too wide, didn't get on the brakes quick enough. They're going to go side by side around Bruchel. Leon keeps the power down, and this is absolutely playing right into the hands of Sir Psycho.
He's closed that gap up massively, John.
Yeah, he really has. As another plane goes overhead, just as Kane has something interesting to say. So while the flying doctors go on their merry way, good luck, brave soldiers. I will crack on in his absence. Cheese Monkey on Cow Cow is a very real possibility very soon, and so is Ferrin Chaz in the Bentley versus Gunnar in the Audi. But it is Leon Seeley and De Silva, the battle raging on. It's actually Leon Seeley that's got the overtake done then. It says he's 5th at the minute, but he's clearly ahead of De Silva. So De Silva down to 5th, Leon up to 4th, Sir Psycho lurking in the background. Albie then, it does say he's in 3rd at the moment. He's definitely in 2nd, which puts Leon on the podium, meaning that Sir Psycho is watching a podium battle just ahead of him. We've already seen a bit of contact between these two Ferraris anymore, and you better believe Sir Psycho will pounce. Cheese Monkey getting very, very close and really try to move into the last chicane. And I tell you what, these drivers as well. Look how close this lot are. Colonel Roulette and Guido Rubber then. Very close indeed. Guido looking to recover from the early contact. Runs a bit wide out of the last chicane. Intrepid comes into the pit. So Luce, the last man on track to take his pit stop. Guido Rubber in the Audi hunting down Colonel Roulette with Cheese Monkey just in front of him, trying to get the move done on Cow Cow. They're both watching Sir Psycho. Sir Psycho is impatiently, or otherwise, well, very patiently at the moment it seems, he is watching the battle Ferrari extraordinaire. Oh, both men absolutely make a complete and utter pig's ear of that one. 8 minutes to go, Ken. I'm going to be honest, the most impressive thing I've seen here today is the fact that we have not had a drive-through penalty for track limits being abused after almost 40 minutes of racing here at Spa.
Yeah, Q drive through any moment now, John. Commentators curse, 7 minutes left, lanes overhead, 10 with. Still plenty of action. Looking down the timing board, John, we can find battles all throughout. Cow Cow and Cheese Monkey have been going at it for a good chunk of this middle section of the race at least. 4 or 5 laps. I've been watching those switch positions. Guido Rubber all over the back of Colonel Rylette at the moment. Gunnar Rob up another position now into 11th. So all sorts happening. Mr. What do we call that? Mr. Prytod? How do we pronounce that one, John? 14th.
Intrepid.
Porsche. Intrepid.
I just call him Intrepid. That's not even close, but it's the closest I'm getting.
Yeah, okay, I'm wondering that. Beautiful. We'll we won't butcher that name anymore.
Please don't.
What we will do is we'll say hello to a Mr. Death Zone.
Hey,
in the
Mr.
chat.
Death Zone, how we doing? How we doing? Good evening. Nearly clear. Hey chaps, good evening, Mr. Death Zone from JZ. Reverse into pit box. We've all done it. Yes, Mr. Death Zone. We definitely, absolutely, positively, 100% have done that at some point in time. Somebody that hasn't done it this season, that is Super Mario. Ooh, runs a bit wide. Are we going to see it drive through? Albie is in second place. He was in second last place, 16th when this race started. What a drive. Leon Seeley is the man currently holding on to third, but he is going to have to use both hands if he is going to hang on to this one. He's going to need a very firm grip because he's got De Silva just behind him and Sir Psycho just behind them both. He is just as remarkable as Albie because he started in 17th from the pits. And he's now up to 5th with Cow Cow in 6th at the moment. Oh, Cheese Monkey. Oh, well held in that Mercedes. Tell you what, Kane, if only you could do that, you could be a driver in this league as well.
Sending message, Cheese Monkey, can you teach me how to do that? Thank you very much. At half that pace, half that speed, to be able to do that would be good. Jeez, that was, oof.
Code Brown.
Yeah. Go Brown, all right.
Yeah, I wore the corduroy trousers. Really? Yeah, they're brown. Fantastic. So there we go. Cheese Monkey laying it all on. Loving the helicam action here. De Silva. Oh, he was very close. See, there you go. If he's 310s going through that board, that means he got very close in the braking zone, had to back out with a move. And I tell you what, he's thrown himself to the shark in the form of Sir Psycho. You can almost see the shadow ominously lurking as the tyre wrench swings in the background. Sir Psycho absolutely waiting to pounce to improve his position. Cheese Monkey as well. He's absolutely looking to do so. And Ferencz in the Bentley, he wants 11th place back from the Audi driving Gunnar Robb. 4 minutes left to go, so possibly 2 laps. We've got Unforgiven, finds himself a lap down at the moment. He's in 17th with Jack Nodlis in 16th. There is Lightning aka in the McLaren. He's in 50th with Intrepid. Sorry, but it's as close as we can get. Please send it into the chat and we'll figure it out. He is in 14th. Marco Vu is in 13th position in Audi. Then, as I mentioned, there's Ferencz and Gunnar Robb 11th and 12th. Will that be the same way in 4 minutes' time? Lucci in 10th. Then it's Colonel in 9th, just behind Guido Rubber in 8th. And just ahead of them is the ever battling Cheese Monkey and Cow Cow. Ferrari versus Mercedes, a battle for the ages. Pops the nose out, has a look. Oh, just in front of him then, let's have a quick look, because there is Sir Psycho and there is De Silva. Yeah, very close indeed. Not as close as these two though. Let's quickly say that Leon Seeley is in 3rd. There is Albie in 2nd. Mario is in 1st, of course. Let's jump back on and see if any moves happen here. Oh, that is not the move you want. Oh, and that's game over. That is an absolute pile driver, Kane. And yeah, very little chance of recovering from that one.
Yeah, Cheese Monkey kept it, managing to make it through the first time, but second time no good. All that slipstream heading in, a couple of bumps there. Cheese Monkey, ooh, pulling over the side of the road now. Doesn't look like that car's got much drive in it at all. Very unfortunate for Cheese Monkey, who's up plenty of positions there today too, John. Starting in 10th position, so.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I jumped on board the wrong car. I meant to jump on board the Silvers. Car in front and car in back. So let's. Oh, don't stick. There we go. But yeah, Cheese Monkey there, just falling foul. We mentioned it a few times at the start of the race. The slipstream zones around Oru, around Spa. 2 of them predominantly. We're about to see. Oh no! Oh, that is not what you like to see. Through Lafayne and into Campus. Didn't even make it into Campus there. The slightest of mistakes there by De Silva. And that has caught Sir Psycho, and that has let Cow Cow and Guido Rubber through, Kane. Less than 2 minutes to go, and that is championship blown wide open.
I've got Sir Psycho down in the middle of the pack there, John, so I've missed a mistake there as well. Sir Psycho in 7th place?
Yeah,
Guido,
Sir Psycho, that's what I'm saying. He got
Cowboy?
caught up. He got he was
Okay,
behind De Silva.
right, keep going.
Yeah, De Silva made the mistake, and he got, just as he was about to spin off track, nothing Sir Psycho could do. He came around the corner while De Silva was losing control of the car, and he nudged him on the back, which gave him control of the car again and gave Sir Psycho a perfect 360 spin off to the side. And now we see Cow Cow and Guido Rubber then battling it out for 5th position with Sir Psycho. Oh, and De Silva's lost it again.
Oh, it's all over in front.
Whoa!
Look at the replay of that.
Code Brown. Clean up in aisle 3, clean up in aisle 3. There is Sir Psycho then doing a reverse of a Leon Seeley. He is going up the inside, getting it done into Lacombe, straight past Guido Rubber. Cow Cow 4th position in the Ferrari. Kane, this is why Spa is Spa. It is the course of dreams. Guido Rubber up the inside, sorry, interrupt again. Sersteiko's going to go for the cover, makes a bit of contact. Oh, and Guido Rubber's got the move back done again. That is unbelievable racing. They're going to come down towards Double Gosh, or however it is pronounced. It's a ridiculous name for a corner. Let's face it, Guido Rubber then up to 5th. I was just saying though, Kane, talk about this Spa being the track of dreams. Cow, 4th position. Talk about keeping it clean, head down and getting the job done.
Absolutely, yeah. Up 4 places from 8th so far. Going to be doing his championship, all sorts of good too. He was in a battle with Cheese Monkey and Marku. Again, leader
Sorry,
Mario. So far out in front that we miss it.
Yeah, we did. Sorry, Mario. Sorry, Mario. Congratulations on the victory, though, my friend. Another absolutely stellar performance. Some drivers still coming up to finish their lap. We've got Albie then. He's going to take 2nd place. Leon is going to take the podium. Bottom step, 3rd position. Cow, a season's best 4th finish for him. If he can hold it through the last chicane, he's got a lot of pressure from Guido Rubber then. Oh, was that a little bit of contact? It was a bit of a wiggle. There's going to be a bit of a rear end, and it is a drag race to the line. Cow not quite leaving enough room there, and he just, to tell you what, that's going to turn up. Yep, so Cow took 4th, Guido took 5th, Sersteiko took 6th. Bang! Stage exit. Right, Colonel Roulette is going to take 7th position with De Silva coming home in 8th. Lucci is going to get a penalty, but I'm assuming he's got video footage to back that up. So Gunnar Robb, this is going to mess with my picture. Gunnar Robb is going to take 10th with Fernchaz finishing. And he's just been overtaken by Marco Vu on the last lap. Wow, how did I miss that? That must have literally been through Blanchimont. It's a battle for 10th position and 11th, and Fernchaz is going to take it in the last two. Sorry, Marco Vu is going to take 11th in the last 2 corners of Fernchaz taking 12th. There's Intrepid. Going to come home in 13th with Lightning AKA coming home in 14th. Jack Nodless is going to get the flag for 15th with Cheese Monkey in 16th, and Unforgiven finishing in 17th position. But it is the man, the myth, the legend. It is Mario Kane finishing the race in 1st position here this week.
Yeah, and what a finish that was. The last couple of laps, John. Action all over the place. Mario out in front again by 30 seconds, getting it done. Albie, another masterclass from 16th up into 2nd, and blocking out that podium. Other SOP teammate Leon in that Ferrari. So all sorts of action, and I'm sure plenty for you guys to digest in the incidents afterwards. Some stewards reports coming in. I can hear, I'm sure, in the background already.
Yeah, furiously clicking the mouse. Load.
Cheese Monkey jumping in the chat. Just lost the back end. Yeah, we've seen the first one. Couldn't believe how you held the first one.
Yeah, standard ovation.
Rouge there and Radion. Yeah, massive effort to get it done that time. Unfortunate the second time. Kieran's jumped in. Naughty Cow. Yeah, last laps, last corners. Plenty of frantic position changes going on. So yeah, you guys are gonna have plenty to watch. In the incident reports, I'm not going to see you for 2 hours.
Yeah, no, if I'm lucky, mate. If I'm lucky. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want that. Why has Steam come up? Honestly, see, technology, it's really not my friend sometimes. It's really not my friend sometimes. But there we go. Hopefully that'll bring that up. Perfect. Sorry, Squirrel. Got distracted. Yeah, so good evening to everyone in the chat. That really was an absolutely fantastic close to this. Yes, a bit naughty by Cow. Certainly going to be plenty of incident reports going in, but what a result that is then, ladies and gentlemen. Mario taking a series, another win, his 2nd of the series to strengthen his grip on the top of the table. Albie taking 2nd place from 16th, just unbelievable. And Leon Seeley, the man in 3rd in the championship, he's going to hang on to that position very comfortably, finishing 3rd in this race. It was in Cow 4th, Guido Rubber in 5th, Sersteiko finishing in 6th with Colonel Roulette in 7th. De Silva was 8th. Gunnar Robb finished in 9th. Marco Vu finishing in 10th. Fern Chaz 11th. Lucci 12th. Intrepid 13th. Lightning aka 14th. Jack Norlis was 15th with Chase Monkey in 16th and Unforgiven in 17th. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how the table stacks up for next week's race. Let me just double check. Where are we next week, Kane? Because you know what? I did have that up, but I've just moved screen. What have we got for the guys and gals at home next week?
We are at Suzuka, John, so another special.
Damn!
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Suzuka. I cannot wait for that one too.
Spicy!
Yeah, if we didn't have enough heat in this round, we'll surely get it next round. Championship, cannot wait for that to be updated as well. Again, after you guys go through all of your incidents. Oof. Suzuka in the rain. Mr. Death Zone has the weather predictions. He's got rain for Suzuka predicted next week. Interesting. Are you signing up, Mr. Death Zone?
Yeah, that'd be good to see. Get involved, get involved, get involved. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? There we go. Focus dog. Yeah, sorry, Kieran. I've got to get the results over as well. So I was making sure I did that, and I'd sent the two correct pictures over. That one should show the times. Yep. And then that one. Yep, there we go. So another fantastic, Kieran in the chat, nicely voided. I've already mentioned all that. Thank you everyone for watching this evening. Kane and I will be back. I'm going to have myself something to eat, and then I'll be back tonight to do some racing myself on ACC. I know it looks like it's raining on there. That's just some stock footage that I threw together to make the stream look fancy. I'll be bringing the green screen. Hardly time to race anymore. Yeah, I know that feeling. Thank you for the coverage as always. Yes, you're welcome, Cheese Monkey. Enjoy. Just make sure you watch it back and get loads of views on there. It always looks great. And yeah, get it shared amongst your friends and get everybody to follow the channel so they get notifications and they can watch you guys battle it out on track. That is all for us for the moment. Like I say, we'll be back very soon, so keep an eye on Twitch because you probably won't get a notification because you only get one every 4 hours. But we will be back to do some ACC, Kane and I, very soon. Hopefully, Doc, Kieran, James will all be joining me and Kane, or Kane and I, sorry, on track. But thank you to the drivers for racing again this week. Thank you, of course, to Kane for putting up with me, keeping me in check, and keeping me on the straight and narrow and guiding us through another fantastic race.
Thanks again, John. Thanks to everyone tuning in. It's been fantastic as always. Guys on track, providing all the action for us to just follow along. So, again, can't wait for next week. Suzuka, here we come, 45 minutes. Another pit stop to contend with. And, bring it on.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well, bus wankers, family life bus wankers. Yes, love it, mate, love it. That's a very Scottish term, I get that. Yes, well, that is all from us this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you again very soon this evening for some actual me holding on to a steering wheel and throwing a car around some tracks. Stay safe, thank you very much, and good night.